first thing I want to show you is this really small mausoleum here. It's really cute. I think it's a cute mausoleum. Check this out. It's the Ryan Mausoleum. It's kind of really small, but beautiful, very artsy. And it's got two upside down flames, which means it's life extinguished on each side. There's no dates, just says Ryan on there, and it's got a wooden door. Looks like they put a piece of plywood over it, but a beautiful mausoleum. The mausoleums in this cemetery are ridiculous. I'm going to show you two of them. First one I'm going to show you is this crazy mausoleum right here. On the side it says, "Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord." Big, it looks like a cathedral. This is a Catholic cemetery, so it looks like a huge Catholic cathedral. "Thy will be done." It's part of the Lord's Prayer. And you have these big, huge granite doors. They're about 4 inches thick. And it says sexton. That's all the information I have on this as far as whose tomb this is. It says sexton on it, but what an elaborate mausoleum. It's got some trees growing on the top of it. Looks like some berries. It has a window. Oh, it's not a window. It's all closed up. At one point it probably had a window, but it probably broke out. So this is a sexton mausoleum. Looks like a big Catholic cathedral. It's got some nice steps. Now the interesting thing about this mausoleum is the two busks. There's all kinds of ladybugs all over. I don't know if you could see that. But here is, look at this bust. Look at that. So interesting. And it looks like it's in great shape. Look how great that thing is, in really good shape for the age it is. And then here's Mr. It's got the late 1800s, early 1900s look with the beard, the suit. It's in great shape. I don't see any dates on it, but you have the door here. It's another granite door, locked up tight. You ain't getting in there. Probably hasn't anyone been in there for decades. Yeah, there's no dates on it at all. Although there is a little tombstone here. Oh, this is a ascendant of those two. Senior 2018. So it's related, so some of the family members through the years will be buried here. I'm wondering if it's just those two in here. Just these two. If it's just gonna be, you know, if it's just these two in the mausoleum. Beautiful mausoleum. That is gorgeous. That's one of the, I would say this one and this one, if I was to make a top 10 mausoleum in the Chicago area, which is saying a lot because there's a lot of amazing mausoleums, this one and that one would probably be in the top 10. Those are amazing. We're walking up to a very cool bust of Mary O'Brien. What a beautiful monument and bust of this lady. Now Mary was married to John O'Brien that died in 1907. May he rest in peace. Now he was part of they immigrated from Ireland, and he was, when he came over to the States, he was in the lumber business. Not much is written about Mary, although they had 9 children. So Mary and John had 9 children together. Somebody just put these roses here, or they're fake flowers, but they're beautiful. But look at her busk. They put this busk here to honor her, but it's a very detailed, and look at the great shape it's in also. And it is protected from the weather a little bit. It's not encased in glass, but it is protected from overhead. But it's a beautiful artsy monument here. Now they had 9 children, and there they are, and I'm wondering if all these are their children. John 1916, or he died in 1918. Yeah, this might be their children. Yeah. So very interesting bust of Mary O'Brien. Beautiful monument. Saw a couple other videos that came to Calvery Cemetery, and they were kind of frightened about this statue because it kind of strikes you off guard how realistic her face is. Look how realistic her face is, and it kind of takes people, it kind of, you know, kind of throws people off guard how realistic her face is. So the next grave site we're going to see today is Josie Lyon. It's probably one of the more famous grave sites in the cemetery. A lot of paranormal people have come to this site and done readings, you know. Okay, but but I'm going to show you it too. You know, it's of a little boy in a case box. It's a beautiful artsy tombstone. Now they were smart. They put the statue inside a case, inside this cement blocked casing with the glass door, and it really preserved it because he died in 1891. And look at the shape of his tombstone. It's amazing shape it's in. It's got a little book there he's reading. And here's his gravesite. Josie died in 1891, age of 9 years old. Now, we don't know how he died. There is a story that he passed away. He got trampled by a horse when he was going with the horse and buggy. And his dad, George Lyon, 1922, he died. And his mother, Catherine, she died in 1912. Now, the family business, he was in the business of making musical equipment. That's what he did for a living. He made like harps and musical equipment. So that is a very unique and famous tombstone. And look at the outfit he has on. It really shows the sign of the times. That's how children dressed. Really quite interesting the way he's dressed up. I'm walking up to is the Smith Mausoleum. I call this the sunken mausoleum because look, it looks like it's sunken in the ground. Now it looks like at one time this dirt wasn't here, and there was probably a stairwell that went down, because as you can see, the doorway is sunken in. It looks like they completely closed this off. You can never get into this mausoleum unless you get rid of all this dirt. 1893 for Peter Smith. He's got himself a sunken in mausoleum. Really cool. It's really artsy. Yeah, nothing else. There's no dates or anything on the rest of it, but it's sunken. Here is a gnarly old stone. This is the memory of, I am not going to try to pronounce that. Looks like Mark. If you guys can pronounce that, he was born in Ireland, and he died September of 1869. Looks like 62 years. And this tombstone was erected by his wife, Jane. It says right there, erected by his wife, beloved wife, Jane. And she passed away in 1900. But this is a beautiful artsy tombstone. It's really gorgeous. This is a really neat old stone. You see a statue of, looks like Mother Mary praying at the top. Really beautiful obelisk. This is D.A. Byrne. Now what's interesting about this is there was a mayor by the name of Jane Byrne that was the mayor of Chicago. I'm wondering if she's buried somewhere around here, which I don't think she is, but this is really interesting. It says, pray for the soul of Dennis Byrne, a native I can't read where it says a native of. He was from Dublin, Ireland. He died in Chicago, 1874, at the age of 80 years old. Very interesting, very beautiful. And in this mausoleum here is interesting because it looks like a storefront, and this is Theo Matthews in 1878, but the mausoleum looks like a storefront. Let's see who's in here. Thomas Matthews, 1896, 1887. Catherine Lyons, 1937. This is of J. Bracken, and look at that. It's completely worn away. I mean, they tried putting in this circular casing, but if they would have put a piece of glass here, it might have protected it. Actually, it looks like they might have had a piece of glass here, because you could see it's got a groove here. They might have had this in glass, but of course somebody broke it, and now that bust of this person is completely worn away. That's sad. That's sad to see. So, but it's a beautiful monument. This was a beautiful statue. This is the memory of Anna Spahn, died in 1922. This might be Anna. This could be Anna, a statue of Anna. I just think it's really stunning, and it really stands out. This is really beautiful. I love how she's holding that rose like she's gonna drop it. She's got a little armful of roses there. It's really beautiful. The faces in this cemetery are amazing, but it's a beautiful mountain. Thank you for watching Cemetery Oddities, and we will see you at the next amazing tombstone. I'm gonna go for a swim in the lake.